Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a team from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's got some space. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. And the Bobcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's Jenkins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's knocked down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Bobcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
And the Roadrunners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Reddick. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, David.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more.
Brings it in down the left side. Turns on the Jets. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Give to Brown. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Smith dropping to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a man in the middle. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Roadrunners are flying down the field. Motion from the back. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it on the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
Texas State, 14. UTSA, 7.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it to the ground to try to pick up the first. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And the Roadrunners are threatening on 1st and goal. Now on the move. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Jenkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jenkins. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Smith wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got his man. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Roadrunners are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Smith. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his prime.
Give him 6. Touchdown, UTSA.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Here's a on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Sparks. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them.
Touchdown, Texas State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Smith wants to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. It's Jones. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He puts some heat on that one down the middle.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the Roadrunners get the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Smith dropping to pass. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. I'm trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
They'll move the tight end. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Simpson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Reddick. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but will carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Sparks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Wants to throw on third. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Smith dropping to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get it to the edge. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And the Bobcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And here comes the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it to him again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to barge in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTSA. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the big fella. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Sparks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And they take it in for 6 more points.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep popping.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Smith wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. The defense putting points on the board.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see. Get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from... frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Tight end now in motion. Smith dropping to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Roadrunners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That's caught. It's the Spartans. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so